This video is not about pants. Sagging used to be an action, but now it's a mindset. Physical sagging can be done right, it can be done wrong, and it can be done perfect. You can accidentally sag right and wrong, but you can't accidentally sag perfectly. Perfect sagging requires an understanding of cultural and historical significance. You need to understand that it was invented in prison, it was adopted on the outside to show respect, and later it was widely adopted because cool people were doing it. 3 stages that outline the cultural and historical significance of the sag. But that final phase is where it went wrong. The final phase is where greed sets in and the pants sit too low. But how is this a mindset? Well, if you consider every individual as the action of sagging, does their overall presence and identity convince us they understand their own cultural significance? You know, this kind of reminds me of the time I ranked Peter Griffin on a SAG tier list. You know, Peter's just never confused about who he is. The fame from Family Guy does not faze nor change him. He's truly himself. He really does understand what he's about. So I think Peter's going to be our first in the equilibrium. Next, let's do Powerful JRE, Big Joe. So what is the Joe Rogan experience? It's having someone explain to you what they understand deeply while you understand nothing deeply. I think Joe's going to be in the confused. The reason I'm putting him in confused is because Joe is the smartest and dumbest man at the same time. He knows what he's about, but he just still has so much to learn. Next, we'll do Dave Blunt's. So I don't even think Dave Blunt's can wear jeans because they don't make them big enough. And he could have them custom made, but he doesn't because he respects the denim for not wanting to be that large. That shows true understanding of what he is. He understands what he's about, and for that, he has earned a spot in the equilibrium. Next, let's do Cardi. Playboy Cardi understands his cultural significance while still managing to fail to deliver almost every single time. He's 0 for 2 since a good album now. Obviously, there's some bias here because I don't really like Playboy Cardi. I like his old stuff, but definitely not his new stuff. And I think a lot of people would want to argue and say, oh, Cardi made rage music. He was the one who made it. He sat there and actually made the beats and created that entire subgenre of rap. And I respect that that's the hill that you would want to die on. So because of that, I think Playboy Cardi deserves to be in pure class and thinks they can reinvent the wheel. And that's almost the fault of his fans for convincing him that he's that good. Next, we'll do Black Cray. And this is painful to say, but Black Cray has a very similar cultural significance to Cardi and a much more important historical significance. Because of that, he's going in pure class. Non-negotiable right there. Next, let's do Jim Beast, Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast, it seems like he kind of ignored the idea of having any real significance besides money and fame, because he kind of knew that the money and fame was coming once he counted to 100,000. So he's going to go into pays no mind. So I don't like Cemetery, but I will give credit where credit is due. Cemetery is one of few artists who created a little aesthetic lane and stuck to it like his life depended on it. And I think this is the reason that he's gotten so big so fast, because he started making music in like 2019 or something. It is because he stayed so committed to the character that he created. And he really does live the way he wants you to think he lives. And for that, you just have to respect it. So I'm going to put Cemetery in pure class. Last but certainly not least is Joey. I'm going to put him in Pays No Mind. Because Joey has a significant understanding of culture, but he has little understanding of his significance within it. And his understanding of culture is clear with those, like the pictures of his face, they're everywhere. Everyone's seen pictures of Joey's face before. But I don't think he understands the weight of his own significance. And this could be by design or just ignorance, but either way, he pays no mind. Are you happy with this? I think I'm happy with this. Let's argue about it. All right, so to wrap up, what is going to have the same demise that Sagging did? Make some predictions. And then the last question is how much a sag really cost.